Education Association is committed to delivering the best possible education to the students of the Triad School District in the safest environment for the students and staff possible. 90% of teachers in the Triad School District are vaccinated, and the majority of those who are not are willingly complying with testing mandates set forth by the state. As an organization, TEA stands firmly with safety and science. But like all organizations, we have individual members who hold different opinions, to which they are entitled. However, they do not speak for us as a whole, and they do not represent the majority of our members. Standing here tonight, getting the chance to represent the majority of the members of TEA, to speak out on behalf of the health and the safety of both the students and the staff who care so deeply for them, is the whole purpose of belonging to a union. Triad has been able to meet in person nearly every day since the beginning of the 2020-21 school year. This is in large part due to the mitigation efforts put in place by the district and enforced by the administrators and teachers. We are committed to working with the district and teachers who choose not to get the vaccine by getting testing into every building. In addition, masking has been one of the most effective strategies used to this point. This is not the time to do away with them. In looking at the Madison County Public Health Department COVID-19 dashboard, the transmission rate of the virus here is high. The numbers show that in August there were 245 cases of COVID among those aged 0 to 19. But in the last 31 days, those numbers increased immensely to 808 cases for those aged 0 to 19. In just the past 7 days, ending on Friday, there were 241 cases. And that's with all of us wearing masks. Teachers do not like to wear masks any more than the next person, but we know they work. The majority of our teachers do not feel comfortable with students coming to school without masks, including 67% of our elementary teachers. Elementary teachers are in the unique position of being able to be vaccinated if they so choose, but they teach students who cannot be vaccinated. These teachers, if the mask mandate is lifted, will be forced to teach in front of 20 to 25 unmasked, unvaccinated students. Some of our specialists will face 700 plus students a week. This puts our teachers at a much higher risk to contract COVID-19 and take it home to their own children, parents, or grandparents. Some of our teachers and their families have health concerns that if they contract COVID-19 could cost them or their loved ones their lives. There will be real-life consequences in the classroom as well, should masks be removed. Real-life consequences to some of what we know are best practices for learning. For instance, small group work will stop in most every subject. Some of the most important work takes place during this time, small group work. Partner work and turn and talk strategies to solidify comprehension would be limited. Students would be unable to work collaboratively together. Students couldn't read to one another, a strategy that builds fluency and word recognition, nor could they edit their writing together. It would also be difficult for teachers to work one-on-one with students to reinforce important concepts. And younger students wouldn't be able to play together inside the classroom. Please remember that without masks, more students will have to quarantine if one student comes to school with a positive test. In a middle school or high school classroom, one positive test will quarantine 8 others if students are unmasked. Teachers do not want to have to teach remotely because we know that being in a classroom is what is best for kids. According to a new study released Friday from the Centers for Disease Control and from the data from other districts that have not had a mask mandate in place, outbreaks are likely and remote learning would be inevitable. As you have heard and read again and again, vaccines are the #1 way to fight COVID. 90% of our members have done that. Absent vaccine and testing, masks are the best way to keep students and staff in classrooms and keep them safe. The Triad Education Association will support the safety guidelines designed to keep students, staff, and the Troy community safe. Thank you for your time.